you can never control other people's perspective of you and their reactions to your actions then or the things that you say.
Are there worst parts of being in the industry?
Imagine the scenario, I was being rushed to the ER and this person was shouting at me sa phone. Doon ko talaga na-feel na parang ang liit-liit ko sa mata ng iba.
How did you handle that?
Doon nag-shift lahat sa buhay ko. Ngayon, wala na akong pakialam. Kung yan yung tingin mo sa akin na masama ugali ko, tingin mo sa akin sobrang toxic ang tao, so be it. The Mika na denigrade mo before, di na ako yun ngayon.
Ang ganda tingnan ng growth as if, oh, it's fun, it's exciting, it's adventurous. But there's also this side na you got to let go of a lot of your beliefs, a lot of your mindset.
Nag-unlearn, relearn ulit ako. For 7 years, I'm doing the same thing. I chose growth this time by allowing other people to come into my life and also letting go of the things that no longer serves me.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for saying yes. Sabi ko sa'yo, magkakantuhan lang talaga tayo. But
Welcome.
for the people who are seeing this, I just want you guys to also know na to this episode, we have a very special guest. And this guest is someone that I could say changed my creator life.
Si OA.
Oo nga. Honestly, like even isang taon pa lang kami nag-meet nitong taong to. This person, so much joy, so much just good vibes, and every time I see her, I'm also learning a lot from her. And I'm just super happy na pumayag siya na mag-guest dito sa show ko. I think this is her second guesting on a show. So, let's all welcome Mika. Mika, thank you so much for being here.
Hello. Thank
Ayan.
Ganito lang ba dapat yung boses?
As a sweet girl lang.
Yeah, ito na yung image ko. Dapat unahan ko yung yung mga tanong ni Alec.
Okay. All right. So again, ako personally, I met you last year through Yani.
Yeah.
Kasi kayo ang una nagkaroon ng interaction. And for me, I was also kind of lost in terms of my creator/influencer life. And then you helped us kind of get back on track dun sa creator. And now, honestly, yung pagmamahal ko sa content is bumalik na rin siya. It's because of course, your help as well. But for the people who are not familiar with what you do and who you are, pwede ba pakilala ka lang konti? Just
Okay lang,
tell a
wag na
little
nila
bit.
akong kilalanin.
Kwento mo naman. Ano ba
gusto ko na
ginagawa mo?
mapayapang buhay. Okay, so hi. Dito ba yung camera ko? Tama yung
dito.
ginagawa ko? Yes. So hi, I'm Mika. Talent manager of... I wouldn't want to say na well-known kasi I always act small. Yes. Sa small talk. Yes. So ayun, I handle a couple of key online leaders. I don't want to call them influencers. So ayun.
Bakit ayaw mong tawaging influencers?
Feeling ko lang, I want parang my talents to be like a leader instead of an influencer who will just influence you of things. Kasi parang pag influencer, ang laki niya di ba? Na parang it's either good, bad, but pag leader, more on leading you to the right way. Yes! Pinractice ko yun! Charay!
Nahanda yung tanong na yan.
Alam ko tatanong mo yan eh.
Hindi, ang ganda nun, na parang pag influencer nga, pwedeng good influence or
Yeah.
bad influence ka.
Mm-mm.
Pero pag leader ka, you're basically getting them to a place where they also want to get influence.
Yes.
Just that you're leading them, you're ahead of them. But I know for a fact na, tama ba, hindi ito yung parang dream mo nung bata?
Yeah, oh my God, hindi. Gusto ko talaga ay maging director ng
Talaga?
film. Yes. Kung hindi man yon ay maging photographer ng nude. Hindi, totoo. Nude photography talaga.
Kwento. Like,
Okay,
paano,
so
bakit?
Com-Arts graduate kasi ako and college pa lang, parang syempre meron kayong mga parang filmmaking, ganyan. Gusto ko talaga maging director. Yun talaga yung goal ko. Pero, sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi ko kaya na mag-start from the ground. Kasi ganun pag Com-Arts, like, magiging assistant ka muna.
Assistant ng assistant.
Assistant, mga ganon. So, hindi ko siya hindi kasi ako pang corporate ladder. Yun yung na-realize ko. Tapos, gusto kong mag-nude photography before. Kasi I'm not sure if intern ba tawag doon, pero nag-eye academy ako. Tapos, photography. Naalala ko, from different schools kami. Tapos, sabi pa nung mga taga-eye academy, walking cameras. So, yun. Like,
Anong
kasi
walking
meron kaming camera. Walking
okay.
camera. So, like, technically, yun yung photographer thing nila. Basta, naalala ko yung face nung girl na nagsabi sa akin nun. Pero, di ko alam kung sino siya. So, yun. Parang sabi ko, ang ganda ng photography. Like, isipin mo, different perspective lahat ng tao.
Yeah.
Tapos, pag sa camera, pwede mong zoom into a good perspective. So, parang, since I want to do storytelling, so yun yung mga naging dream ko nun, photography and director. Kasi yun yung mga parang way ko of creating content during my time. Kala mo ang tanda. Pero yun, kasi yun lang parang, dati hindi pa naman super laki ng social media.
Yeah.
Parang dati lahat may SLR.
Yes.
So lahat nagpo-photography. Naalala ko na nung high school ako yung may DSLR.
Iba yung ano mo yung dating mo nun pag
Oo.
naka-DSLR kayo.
Tas-
Iba digicam, di ba?
Yes, tapos
Ikaw-
nagpipicture ka ng mga leaves, ganon. So akala ko nun para sa akin na yun. Pero like, na-outgrow ko din yung dream na yun as I go by with my
when
life.
did that happen? When did you realize na parang, ops, maybe this is not...
Pagka-graduate ko ng college,
Okay.
as in, I realized na, nung college ako, third year college ako, naging parang head ako ng communication arts sa Miriam College for marketing. Head of marketing something siya. I forgot na the complete title. Pero yun. Tapos na-realize ko na, I love doing this, na kuha ko ng sponsors, tapos gawa ako ng events.
Yeah.
That's when I started loving doing events.
Oh,
Hindi pa
okay.
ako full on sa sales and marketing. Pero since kami nagpo-put up ng events, ayun, na-love ko siya. Tapos hanggang gumraduate ako. Tapos, after ng graduation, nag-try na ako mag-apply. Siyempre, nag-apply agad ako. Carpos. Yan, events.
Yeah.
Carpos
Okay,
Media.
Carpos
The
Media.
Wonderland
Yeah.
before.
Oo.
Siya sila yun.
Grabe yun.
Diba?
Oo.
Ang laki, diba? Like,
Oo.
sabi ko, imagine, nandun ka sa mga events company na yon. Tapos, you would meet a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
You would meet a lot of people. Those behind the scenes, like the talent managers. Even though hindi pa ako like super laki nun na parang kilala ko all the talent managers. Parang I just want to like learn from them.
Yeah.
Parang ganun yung feeling ko. And the whole vibe of doing events, feeling ko nun, pang physical work ako.
More, parang out there, sa mga field
ako yung
work,
magtatayo
ganon.
nung tent, ganon. Gusto ko yun. Gusto ko yung gigising ako maaga.
Okay.
So, ayun. Tapos, ang dami kong in-applyan ng mga events company. Naalala ko, meron pa akong isang interview ng events company na may media side din siya. Tapos, nag-interview, parang na-feel ko na, shucks, hindi pa ako prepared for it. Parang ganun yung pina-feel sa akin ng interview.
Yeah.
I forgot yung name ng company. Pero hindi ko na din sasabihin kung maalala ko man siya. So, ayun, sabi ko, baka hindi pa nga para sa akin yung events.
Yeah.
Tapos, I have this friend. Hindi ko siya college friend. Parang friend of a friend siya. Tapos, siya, nag-agency na siya.
Okay.
Like the OMD yan. So, nag-try ako mag-apply.
Okay.
Nakapasok ako hanggang second. Pero nung third, parang, ang tawag ba dun? Basta may process siya eh.
Parang final interview.
Parang final
ganon.
interview.
Yeah.
Hindi ako nakapasa din.
Mhm.
Tas ang nangyari, narinig ko yung Scout magazine.
Okay.
Kasi Scout magazine was so big during college days. Kasi sila yung invite mo para magkaroon ng mga tawag dito, celebrity sa school nyo, ganon. So, nag-apply ako.
Okay.
That's the magazine arm ni Inquirer.
Okay.
Tapos, honestly, hindi ko alam kung ano in-applyan ko. Like, wala akong idea kung ano yung gagawin. Basta parang, nag-apply lang ako kasi yun yung open. So, it's sales.
Okay. Alright.
So, nung nandun na ako, nakapasok na ako, ganyan. Honestly, Ang hirap niya.
Wait,
Kasi,
so anong ginagawa mo as the sales of...
nagpapasok ako ng sponsor sa magazine.
Okay, so pumupunta ka sa mga different companies, different brands.
Yes.
Tapos
Oo.
sinasabi mo na, hey,
Yeah, do you want to do advertorials?
Okay.
Ganyan.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to do advertorials? Hindi ko ganun siya sinabi. Pero like we would present our line of magazines.
you would sell parang blocks dun
Yes,
sa
the
magazines.
pages.
Okay.
Yun. Tapos even the website. So, yun yung ginawa ko.
Mhm.
Tapos, hindi ko to makakalimutan. Miss Tay, if you're watching. Yes! Kasi full circle moment to. Kasi si Miss Tay, siya yung parang naging mentor ko during my stay sa Inquirer. Tapos ngayon, nakaka-work ko siya. Yeah. Tapos, naalala ko, lahat ng accounts niya, well, hindi naman pala lahat. Yung mga 50 to 70% na accounts niya, binigay niya sa akin. Kasi nga, sabi niya sa akin noon, nakikitaan niya ako ng potential, pero nahihirapan talaga ako. Kasi I'm a fresh grad. Tapos, syempre, pag fresh grad ka, hindi pa super buo ng confidence mo.
Yes.
Tapos, imagine, taga Fairview ako. Tapos, I would do sales call to Alabang. Then, back to QC or Makati. Parang ganun.
So, binabiyahe mo yun?
Yes. So,
Wow, nag-sales ka pala.
yeah. So, yun yung feeling ko nahirapan akong part. Tapos,
Okay.
minsan, naghihintay ako sa agency, tapos hindi nila ako nilalabas. Kasi hindi pa naman ako like super kilala. Like, I lasted sa Inquirer 6 months lang.
Okay.
Ganon. Pero yun, it was fun. Like, ang daming learnings.
Yeah.
I guess kasi parang ang dami din na mga senior na nandun.
Yeah. So you would
Senior
get-
as in matataas na tao So like, naka-work mo din the head ng magazine arm, like
Yeah.
sila Miss Bea, ganyan. So, nakakatuwa kasi ang dami ko natututunan sa kanila. Like, even though it was so hard to like get by every day, marami kang learnings every day din.
What was the biggest lesson na nakuha mo from that era of your
From
life?
that era.
From doing sales na, well, now you're kind of applying din sa buhay mo.
It's really the kapal ng muka.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ang cliche, di ba, na parang kailangan makapal mukha mo pag sales ka. Pero totoo pala siya. Kasi that time, I was a fresh grad, hindi pa sobrang kapal ng mukha ko. Wala pa akong gut na parang naghihintay ako sa labas ng agency and kukulitin ko ng kukulitin para lumabas yung tao. Wala pa akong ganon. Ang ginagawa ko lang noon, pag hinahanap ko yung tao, hintayin ko lang talaga. Pero makikita mo yung mga seniors na kasabayan ko na from ABS, from GMA, from other magazine. Sila talaga yung parang, uy, lalabas na ba siya? Yung mga ganon. Wala akong ganon. Kasi feeling ko, ang bata-bata ko pa, ang liit-liit ko pa, di ba?
Yeah.
So yun, it's really the kapal ng muka.
Yeah.
And of course, the relationship building. But that one kasi parang, matututunan mo na lang din siya eh. Parang nung moment na yun, hindi ko pa siya masyadong magets. But it matters pala.
Yeah. Ngayon, of course, now you're, I could say, having a very successful career as a talent manager.
Thank you.
But when did this kapal na muka, parang kailan mo siya nakuha? Or how did you train yourself? Kasi
Oh
for
my
sure,
God, ang tagal.
kasi for sure, nakita mo yung sarili mo, okay, hindi ako katulad nito mga malalaki na to. I'm not as confident as them.
Yeah.
Anong ginawa mo nun para ma-build yun?
Nung nasa Inquirer ako, hindi ko pa talaga siya na-recognize.
Okay.
Honestly, hindi pa talaga. Hanggang sa, siguro mga 2 years, 3 years ko pa sa talent management. Doon ko pa siya parang, shocks, hindi po pwedeng mahiyain ako. Kasi, ang nangyari, pag sobrang mahiyain ka, nafe-feel ng ibang tao na bago ka lang sa industry, mas minamaliit ka nila. So, that's when I stood my ground. Nasabi ko, no, I am Mika Alcauce. Kahit di pa naman ako kilala nun, di ba? Parang talagang sabi ko, kailangan makapal na mukha ako. Kapal na mukha equals to confidence. So, yun yung minark ko sa sarili ko. Na sabi ko, hindi po pwedeng lagi lang akong minamaliit. So, kailangan magkaroon ako ng kapal ng mukha na at the same time, kaya ko ding i-endure lahat ng sabihin nila sa akin nang hindi ko siya tinitake as personal na atake.
Yeah.
Yun yung mga connotations nung kapal ng mukha ko. So yun, mga 3 years pa in the industry.
Yeah. But, sorry, you were a comm art student, right?
Yes.
Of course, because I also applied as a comm art student sa UST, pero hindi ako natuloy doon. Pero yun nga, feeling ko medyo may konting kapal ng mukha na rin ako growing up. But ikaw ba, did you grow up mahiyain? Did you grow up makapal na mukha, confident?
Oh my God, I was a super confident kid. Ako yung kasi, panganay ako sa lahat. Like, panganay sa pinsan, panganay sa apo, lahat. So, ako yung tipong kahit anong event ng pamilya, sasayaw ako. I swear. So, parang growing up, lahat ng events ng, nakakatawa, naalala ko, lahat ng events during my elementary and high school days, sumasayaw ako. Kung hindi ako sumasayaw, prayer leader ako. Alam mo yung sa mga, di ba pag month ng Rosary Month?
Okay.
Oh my God, isa ako dun sa stage.
Okay.
Tapos,
Ikaw
even
ang lead.
Angelus, sobrang epal ko talagang bata. Nabibo ako, ganun. Tapos, ano yan, United Nations. Parang 3 years ako na sunod-sunod. Ako yung, meron ako nire-represent. May sinasayaw ako, either Japanese, Chinese, ganyan. Tapos, lahat ng, ano ba to, yung mga, alam niyo yung mga dance battle,
Yeah.
nung high school ka.
Ah.
So, nagka-cramping ako noon. Ganon kakapal yung mukha ko.
Okay.
So, yun. Yun talaga. As in,
Okay.
parang na-hit lang yung confidence ko nung nagtatrabaho na ako. Doon ako parang nanliit. Na parang, sheesh, di na pala po pwede yung pasayo-sayo ka lang.
So,
Di na pwede.
parang the journey up until you graduate, parang head ka pa, president ka pa
Yes,
na ganyan.
I was super confident.
And then dumating yung real work, yung
Oo.
work na, that's when you kind of, medyo nanliit ka na, medyo
Yes.
nawala ang confident. And then 2 to 3 years after, kahit nung nandun ka na sa talent management, that's when you,
Doon pa lang ulit,
okay.
bumalik.
Paano ka napunta sa talent management?
So, ang nangyari, okay, crazy story. So, di ba, nag-inquirer ako for 6 months. I met Andy there. So, supposedly, my plan, hindi ko naman talaga siya jojowain. Hindi talaga. But, ayun, na-in-love kami. Na-in-love kami. Ang corny. Sobrang corny. So,
Na-fall.
na-fall kami. Tapos, umalis ako sa inquirer.
Okay.
Tapos, sabi ko, bakit? We were parang ilang months na din kaming together. May 1 year na rin, no, love? May 1 year na rin. So, parang, we were already trying to have a kid. Tapos, hindi ako nabubuntis.
Okay.
Tapos, I realized it's because of stress ng work. Kasi when I resigned sa corporate, that's when nabuntis ako. So,
okay.
wala pang talent management noon.
Okay.
Siguro after ilang months pa, siguro mga 3 months, nabuntis ako, nag-reach out sa akin si Ray.
Wait, so nag-resign ka without any
Backup
work,
plan.
backup plans?
Yes, wala.
Okay.
I was so, kasi parang feeling ko, that time, sobrang believer kasi ako na it will happen at the right time.
Oh,
Parang ganon. Dati pa lang, believer na ako noon, na kung para sa akin yun, para sa akin yun. I don't want to like, push na kailangan buntis ako pero at the same time may backup plan ako. Kasi stress yun eh. So, ayun. So, parang 3 months in na buntis ako, nag-reach out sa akin si Ray. Parang sabi niya, gusto mo ba like mag-social media for me? So, that time, I was doing social media work for her na parang magdi-delete ako ng comments, tas mag-a-answer ng emails.
Okay.
Kasi that time, pick ni Ray. So, parang ni-recommend lang ako ng best friend ko, college best friend ko sa kanya. Kasi sabi nung college best friend ko sa kanya, parang, si Mika kasi baka wala siyang ginagawa now. Ganon. So, doon, nag-reach out si Ray. So, that's when I started mapunta sa industry.
Okay. As a social media manager.
Yes,
basically.
as a social media manager.
Delete ka lang. ng
Oo.
comments.
So, as a
Tapos?
buntes na walang ginagawa sa buhay, sobrang okay siya sa akin.
Yeah.
I mean, that time parang I wasn't really looking at the long-term effect.
Yeah.
Wala pa talaga.
Yeah.
Parang sabi ko lang kay Andy, ano to mga 6 months? Ano, para lang may pang sustento. Ganon.
Ano lang to, 6 months lang.
Yes.
Tignan ko lang, test ko lang after nito.
Kung
We'll figure
wala, okay
out.
lang.
Okay.
Kung meron pa rin, okay lang. Ganon.
Okay. And then, paano ka napunta sa management?
So, ang nangyari, siguro wala pa akong 1 year kay Ray eh. Siguro mga 6 months, 8 months, ganun. naka-close ako ng long-term project, which is Oppo. Hanggang ngayon, ano pa rin namin siya. Client pa rin namin siya.
Alright.
So that's Oppo.
Wow.
I remember that 6 months na contract. Tapos sabi sa akin ni Ray, gusto mo ba mag-manager na sa akin? But, ayun, sabi ko, syempre, like, di naman ako magno-no sa blessings. So, I said yes. And I realized then, baka this is the one for me. Kasi imagine, I'm not doing anything. Di nga ako nag-ask sa kanya eh. Kusa lang siyang dumating. So, ayun, sabi ko, okay, sure. Kasi yun na rin naman yung ginagawa ko sa Inquirer before.
Yeah.
Na nagko-close din naman ako ng deals. And I think I'm good at it. So, okay, gawin natin.
Parang naging tulong pa ngayon yung sales na pinasok mo before.
Yes.
Na na-apply
Oo,
mo pa
super,
siya.
super.
Yeah. Na at that time, medyo nahirapan ka ngayon. Masok ka naman. Alright. Question. Were you heavy invested na rin sa mga creators, influencers noon? Or parang si Ray lang yung kilala mo dahil kasi may mga tao na they see this as work. Like, and then may
Yeah.
mga tao na talagang creator, influencer, ganyan. Pumasok ka ba? Marami ka ng mga pinapanood, fan? Or parang si Ray lang talaga yun?
Honestly, hindi talaga ako big consumer ng creators.
Okay.
Like, meron lang mga pinapanood ganon. Honestly, si Ray, hindi ko siya pinanood dati. I just know that she's doing it kasi kaklase ko siya nung college.
Okay.
And
okay.
parang nakakasama ko na rin siya, ganon. So, I know she's already doing it.
Yeah.
But, I didn't know na it was that big. So, ayun.
Yeah. And it's really big. I mean, for me as well, going into the creator space back in 2020, pandemic yon. And then, sabi ko, I just needed to kind of like, para kumita lang ng 3 months, 6 months. But then, hanggang ngayon, yung pa yung ginagawa ko, 5 years into it. But how long have you been managing Ray?
7 years.
Wow.
7 years, guys. 2018 eh.
Okay.
2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
7 years this year. On October.
What's the best part about working with Ray in this industry?
With Ray lang.
With Ray. I mean, for the past 7 years.
I think it's... Ano ba? Anong best part, mahal? Wait lang, iniisip ko.
Ano yung pinaka na-enjoy mo? Ano
Okay.
yung pinaka...
I think the best part is iba-iba yung ginagawa ko everyday. Like, you would think na parang pag sales close ka lang ng close, di ba? Parang ako, I get to explore my strengths at the same time. Kasi parang dumating ako sa point na, what if lapitan ko tong kakilala ko before? Kasi ngayon nandito na siya sa industry na to. So, may mga ganon. Tapos, yung mga kakilala ko before nasa agency, nag-message ako na parang, oy, I'm already handling talents, ganyan. So, dumating ako sa point na ang saya-saya niya gawin kasi hindi siya routine. Everyday, may iba ka talagang ginagawa. So, I think,
Ano yung...
yun.
Kasi ang ganda niyan na parang you get to discover your strengths.
Yes.
You get to discover different parts of you in sales. Pumasok din ako ng sales before. Parang doon ko rin na, even though may script or may template na, like every person nakakausap mo is different. Eh.
Oo, challenge siya.
Oo. Na parang, alam mo yun, ewan ko, there's something about negotiating.
Yeah.
Like, alam mo, trying to close the deals, building the relationship in like a very short span of time. For you, ano yung pinaka-malaking realization mo about yourself?
About myself?
What was the, like, ay, ang galing ko pala dito. Meron ka bang ganun? Na,
Meron. Oh
ano
my
yan?
God. And recent ko lang siyang na-discover. So, for context, parang I started Tapis, our business, pandemic. So,
Okay.
akala ko like, ang galing ko ng negosyante kasi napalaki namin si Tapis, ganon. But then I realized, hindi pala ako negosyante. I'm a relationship builder. Hindi ako pangpapayaman.
Okay.
Hindi ako yon. Like, kunwari, kung gusto mo yumaman sa akin, Alec, because of negosyo, hindi pala ako yun. Ano lang ako, relationship builder talaga na parang, I can keep everyone in the same room. I can keep my relationship with a certain person.
Yeah.
Lalo pag same wavelengths.
Yeah.
Ganun lang. Pero hindi pala ako yung parang, kunwari na-meet kita, tapos gusto mo magkaroon tayong 5 negosyo. Hindi ko
Hindi
pala
ganun.
siya kaya.
Yeah. It's not the technical side of the business, but
Yeah.
more on yung parang puso
Oo,
ng
the
business.
emotions, ganon. Ako talaga
Yeah,
yun.
love that. Of course, for sure marami pang ibang highs and highlights of the past 7 years, but are there any like parang low lights or mga parang worst parts of like being in the industry that I feel like people don't know
Yeah.
about?
Eto yung parang feeling kong breaking moment ko na sabi ko, kailangan maging makapal yung mukha ko. I was being rushed to ER because I had, what do you call that? Yung sa breast ko before. Okay, anyway. Basta nagkaroon ako ng parang, I was breastfeeding kasi.
Okay.
Tapos nag-oversupply ako. So I was being rushed to ER para yung breast ko, operahan na siya para lumabas yung milk. Kasi namamaga na siya. Ganon. And then, there's this one client na nakikipag-away sa akin over the phone. Like, alam ko talaga mali namin yun. Pero feeling ko, degrading na siya. Like, sabi niya sa akin na, ibablock kita sa lahat ng ganito, ganyan-ganyan.
Yeah.
And ako nun, I was already giving you the solution to the problem that we caused. So you don't have to say those things to me. 'Di ba? Kasi parang solution-based na ako eh.
Okay.
So imagine the scenario, I was being rushed to the ER and this person was shouting at me sa phone. Kasi sabi niya na, block kita, PR ako ng ganito, ganyan-ganyan. So parang yun yung breaking point ko na parang sabi ko sa kanya, alam mo, God knows na hindi ako nagsinungaling sa'yo. That's what really happened. And I'm already giving you a solution. Pero I never told her na I was being rushed to the ER. So, dun ko talaga na-feel na parang, shit, ang liit-liit ko sa mata ng iba. So, kailangan ko magkaroon ng strength para mas maging malaki ako. Be a bigger person sa kanila.
Yeah.
Yun yung parang, yun yung feeling ko lowest ko talaga.
Yeah.
Doon nag-shift lahat sa buhay ko. As in, sabi ko noon kay Ray, nanginginig ako noon, grabe yung anxiety ko na every time, parang after that day, every time na may tatawag sa akin, siguro for the past 2-3 years, after that moment, 2 to 3 years after, doon pa lang ulit ako sumasagot ng calls.
Ina-anxiety ka pag may nagtatawag.
Grabe, naalala ko yung moment. I stopped answering calls dahil doon. Tapos parang sabi pa niya sa akin, bablock nga kita, ganyan-ganyan. Alam mo, ka-work ko siya ulit ngayon. Pero, syempre, I wouldn't tell her, di ba na, hoy, ako yung binlock mo, di ba? Hindi ko na sabihin yun. Talagang pinili ko na I will be the bigger person this time. Kasi alam ko na ano yung mark ko eh. Hindi mo na ako po pwedeng maliitin ngayon.
Yeah.
The Mika na denigrate mo before, hindi na ako yun ngayon.
Yeah. But how did you handle that? You were in the ER, you were giving her a solution, you were trying to like ano yung tinutulungan mo na siya, and then you were getting this. The next 2 years, you were kind of experiencing anxiety attacks. What was your mindset going through that? Parang paano mo pinupush yung sarili mong like lumaban or
Feeling ko it's really Leon, my son. Kasi parang kumuha ng charing. Parang kailangan mo kasi magtrabaho eh. And I think naiyak lang. Sobrang iba kasi siya pag kunwari meron ka ng ang tawag dito? Meron ka ng binubuhay. Meron ka ng priorities. Compared to just, alam mo yun, just slowly getting by, di ba? Iba siya. So parang sabi ko noon, hindi po pwedeng everyday ma-anxiety na lang ako. Kasi doon din nag-stop na parang nag-reach out ako sa mga tao. Wala nakakaalam na gano'n yung nafe-feel ko every time. Pero wala, ilalaban mo na lang kasi feeling mo parang it's another day na parang kailangan mag-create ka na lang ng something new for yourself. Kasi 'di ba like in sales, very different ka everyday. So yun na lang iniisip ko na parang today walang ganon.
Ah,
Today I will make another win
yeah.
for me, para kay Ray, ganon.
Yeah. So parang parang minamindset mo yung sarili mo na hindi magiging katulad ng kahapon yung ngayon.
Yes.
Iba to.
Oo.
Iba yung ngayon. Parang gano'n. And, I really love that as well, na parang when you have someone na parang huhugutan mo na,
Oh, anchor talaga eh. Iba yun eh.
iba. Na parang, alam mo, yung mag-ground ka rin na parang maiiba yung focus mo. Kasi talaga pag
Yes.
nakafocus ka sa problema, talagang lalaki at
Problema
lalaki.
yun eh.
Kakainin ka talaga, lalamunin ka talaga niyan.
Mm-mm.
But then when you find your anchor na parang, okay, laban.
Mm-mm.
Magkakaroon ka ng extra push, extra motivation to do that. And I think, I think Leon is a very good motivator. You're still here. Hindi
Yeah,
ka
thank
sumuko.
you. Buti na lang
Buti
nagkaanak
na lang.
ako.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess when it comes to the industry as well, hindi talaga may iwasan. Of course, kahit sa industry
Yeah,
naman,
kahit saan.
meron talagang toxicity,
Mm-mm.
meron talagang mga ganyang problems. Minsan, meron ding mga black pa na nagaganap,
Oo,
diba?
true.
Are there any more kind of like dark sides
Oo
of,
naman.
of
Feeling ko, part of the pain na siya.
okay.
Promise.
Part of the work.
Yeah, part of the work na siya. Kasi, yun yung feeling ko lately na-realize ko na you can never control other people's perspective of you and their reactions to your actions then or the things that you say. Kasi syempre parang, even though it's out of good intention,
Yeah.
even though you're coming out of good intention, you're saying things out of your good intention, pag tingin talaga ng tao sa'yo, pangit ugali mo or may masama ka intention, kahit di naman,
Yeah.
yun talaga yung makikita nila. Yun talaga yung matatranslate nila sa sarili nila.
Yeah.
So I think, in-accept ko na lang na it will always be like that.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, mag-circle back lang din mag-circle back doon. So, ako, what I'm doing now, pinipili ko na lang na always to be the bigger person na intindihin ko na lang kasi kahit ano nang paliwanag ko eh. Parang ano lang yan, parang chismis lang yan. Pag sinabi mo sa iba na, si Alec, ganito, ganyan yan. Kahit yung tao, hindi ka pa na-meet, ma-fuel na agad yung mind niya na, ganyan nga si Alec.
Hanapin niya na
Hanapin niya. Yun yung focus eh,
oo.
di ba? Parang photography, yun yung naka-zoom in, ganon. So parang ako, ngayon, wala na akong pakialam.
Uh-huh.
Kung yan yung tingin mo sa akin, na masama ugali ko, kung tingin mo sa akin, sobrang toxic kong tao, so be it.
Yeah. Of course, with the experience and the wisdom that came with your journey, parang meron ka na talagang parang shield or armor or you just know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Pero ito, honest question. Kasi napagkwentuhan din namin to ni Nate sa last episode.
Okay.
Na there was a time that there was kind of like hate towards, Nate. And being in the social media world, of course, there's hate talaga. Hindi lang kay Nate, but also with all of your talents. And there are some talents that are receiving more kind of hate compared relative to the others. Tanong ko is, hindi ka pa naapektuhan?
Alam mo, funny story. Kahit ako hate eh. Oh my God, this is my first time saying this to the public. Wow! Hindi, promise. Like, wala akong pinagsabihan. Siguro si Andy yan. Pero even ako, nahihita ako. Like, sinasabi na sa akin, mukha kang yaya ni Ray, ang taba mo. Like, honestly, ikaw na lang magkocontrol sa sarili mo, paano mo ititake yun eh. 'Di ba? So, going back to your question, kung di ba ako naapektuhan, kung ako, Alec, na-hate mismo, and feeling ko it's a mother's intuition, like, kasi nanay na ako, di ba? Lagi ako apektado. To the point na I stop, dati mahilig ako na mag-read ako ng comments. Every content nyo. Ngayon, I stop doing it. Kasi, napopollute lang yung utak ko na parang Oo nga no, bakit niya to ginawa? So parang ako, as a manager, tinatry ko kayo i-alter.
Mm.
Tinatry ko i-alter yung personality nyo, the things that you want to do, everything. But I realize, kahit anong alter ko, if yun talaga yung gusto nyong gawin, if that's really your personality, hindi ko siya kayang baguhin.
Yeah.
And I also realize, ito yung experience ko with you guys as my talents. Ang talents ko kasi guys, matitigas yung ulo nila. As in, like hindi kayo makikinig if sa akin ang galing.
Nakikinig naman. Minsan minsan matigas lang talaga yung ulo.
Oo.
Mabagal.
Makikinig sila sa mga 2 to 3 persons pa after me. Yon. So parang ako, dati sabi ko, shit, ba't pa hindi sila nakikinig? Like nasistress ako na, kasi ang nangyari sa akin, pag nakakarinig ako ng hate or nakakabasa ko ng hate, hindi ko naman sabihin sa inyo yon. Ganon ako eh. I don't want to like, feed you din guys, na parang, oy, ni-hate ka kasi ganto-ganto ka. Ewan ko, hindi mo pa ako na-experience sa ganon, Alec eh. So, ang atake ko kasi is, gusto mo bang baguhin to? Kasi feeling ko mas mag-work to. Tapos pag hindi nakinig, doon ko palang sabihin, na-hate ka na nga eh. Doon ko palang sasabihin.
Yeah.
Para alam niya saan ako nanggagaling. Pero, ayun nga, na-realize ko na, kahit ako, naapektuhan ako ng mentally, na kino-question ko yung worth ko, na minsan inisip ko nun, bakit pa ako inuwang talent manager na to if di naman pala nakikinig sa akin? So, that's when I stopped reading and also magpa-apekto even sa mga reaction ng talents. So, ayun. So, sobrang naapektuhan ako as in. Like, merong mga times na sabihin ko kay Andy, sana ma-realize niya na, no, para hindi ko nasabihin sa kanyang hini-hate siya. Ganon. Or minsan ginagawa ko, kausap ako ng jowa. Sabi ko sa jowa, uy, pwede ba sabihin sa jowa mo na ganito, ganyan. Yeah. So, doon lang kasi makikinig. Basta pag galing sa akin, alam ko na hindi makikinig.
Yeah. And I think naman, it's not, I think the fact na you're still trying to find a way, mapadama mo sa jowa mo, and kung kanino pa, nag-iiba't ibang method and strategies ka pa, the fact that you're doing that just means you care. Kasi on the other side naman, if talagang wala ka ng pakialam, talagang bahala na siya. Yun yung mas nakakatakot eh, na parang, bahala ka na sa buhay mo. Sige, kung trip mo na yan na talaga. Yun yung medyo pag walang pake. Parang I do feel like, I also tell this to the people that I work with, na if I give you feedback, if I tell you, and maybe if I hurt your feelings, then that's the point. Kasi if wala na akong pake sa'yo, doon kakabahan.
Honestly, thank you for saying that, Alec. Kasi alam mo, for years, I was questioning myself if meron ba talagang problema sa sarili ko. Kasi, ewan kong alam mo, feeling ko alam mo naman na I'm a very straightforward person. I don't want to sugarcoat things. So, hanggat kaya ko i-sugarcoat, tinatry ko siya. Pero alam mo yung pagkaprangka ko kasi, sinasabi ko pa rin na, not coming from the comments that I read, diba? It's more of parang translate natin in a way na as Mika.
Yeah.
Feedback ko. Magiging feedback ko na siya. Ganon siya. So yun, parang for years akala ko talaga pangit na prangka ka kasi ang dami kong nakakaaway kasi prangka ko eh.
Yeah.
But I super value my time and the effort that I exert in every conversation. That's why prangka ako.
Yeah. And when you say it, kasi niniwala
out of
ka na.
care, yes.
And it's your truth
Yeah.
na eh. Parang, eto galing na to sa akin.
Oo.
Hindi na to galing sa comments or ano. Parang, eto na talaga. Kaya ko siya kayang sabihin sa'yo ng harap-harapan, straightforward. It's because this is really what I really want to say. Parang gano'n. Diba? Of course, now, even, isa sa mga siguro sobrang na-enjoy ko with the times that I'm working with you, and of course the other talents, is aside from being like co-workers, I also see like them as friends. And I think you mentioned this before, na ano tayo, parang chill tayo kasi fini-friend ko talaga ang mga talents ko. Parang ganon. Like how important is like building that friendship in parang on top of the work that you guys are doing, do you think na pwede namang hindi na mag-friends, talent manager na lang? Why is that important for you?
At first, sobrang believer ako na dapat friends tayo dito.
Okay.
Kasi nga, lagi akong misunderstood. So, I need you to know my heart so you would understand me and hindi ka ma-offend agad.
Mhm.
And the same thing with the other talents. Kasi feeling ko, when we hang out, sobrang brief lang yung conversations. So, minsan may mga nagfi-feedback, 'di ba, na parang feeling mo, bakit nagfi-feedback sa akin to? Hindi naman kami friends nito.
Mm.
Pero pag friends kayo, pag
Yeah.
tinreat mo sila as friends, your perspective will change. Okay, nagfi-feedback siya sa akin ng ganun kasi he or she cares.
Yeah.
So, yun yung sobrang important for me. But I also realized just this year na okay lang pala kahit di ko friends. Kasi minsan, kung sino pa yung di ko friends, sila pa yung mas nakakaintindi ng heart ko. Di ba,
And bakit?
Di ba
Paano mo nasabi?
when you open up to strangers,
Okay.
it's more comfortable. Para siyang ganon. Ganon yung metaphor ko sa kanya na parang parang walang context kung sino talaga ako, but ititake lang nila with a grain of salt kung ano yung binigay ko sa kanila. No judgments.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi nila alam paano talaga ako mag-isip, ganon.
Yeah.
But kunwari, kinuwento ko na, this matcha, masarap siya ha, ganon. Yun lang ititake nila, nasarapan si Mika.
Yeah.
Pero pag friend ko, masarap tong matcha ha. Sabi mo sa akin, masarap, nakita ko yung mukha mo. May ganon.
Okay.
So ngayon, medyo may shift na ako.
Okay.
Okay lang kahit di tayo, kayo as talents, just be friends. Pero ako, feeling ko, pag nagkaroon ulit ako ng new talent, okay lang kahit di ko friend.
Yeah.
Hari, si Melo. Like, di pa naman kami super close.
Yeah.
But okay kami ng work.
Yeah. Okay.
So, may ganun na ako.
Sorry, kailan to nag-shift? I'm really curious kasi parang
This year lang, as in...
what kind of pushed you to shift na actually okay lang din pala hindi friendship? Was there like a moment that you saw naman na the friendship was the reason why you're not growing? Like the friendship gets in the work. Parang ganun. Parang nakaka-slow down, nakakasagabal. Did you experience that? Maybe with your like very long term.
Ang hirap naman. Love, sabi ko hindi, di ba? Love.
May mga moment ba na parang since kaibigan mo na tong taong to, parang nag-hesitate ka na to deal with the work stuff kasi you kind of parang nakikita mo na siya as a friend.
Love. Okay. Feeling ko, nag-start siya nung pinipili ko na mag-grow. And pinipili ko mag-grow, pero parang ang nangyayari, kailangan same vibes tayo lahat.
Okay.
Feeling ko, I have the most different story sa grupo natin. Kasi I'm already a mom. Sobrang kailangan ko na mag-grow, guys. Like, let me be free. Ganon. So, mas nagiging serious na yung life ko.
Okay.
And, eto yung exact moment na na-feel ko na parang, okay lang kahit hindi ako friends with everyone. Nung si Leon, nakakatawa, si Leon, 2-3 nights ago, nag-grocery sila ni Andy. Si Leon, kumuha siya ng diaper niya. As in yung malaking set, gano'n. Pero pinag-isipan niya kung kuha siyang diaper. For context, magsi 6 years old na si Leon.
Okay.
Pero nagda-diaper pa rin siya sa gabi. So, nung nag-grocery sila, pinag-isipan niya. Sabi niya, Daddy, should I get diaper? Or I think I can sleep now without diaper. Pero kumuha pa rin siya. Pero naiyak ako kasi yun. Para sabi ko, sabi ko parang, he's really growing up. So, hindi na ako po pwedeng, alam mo yun, friendly na, ganun. Parang, kailangan ko na talaga mag-grow. Like, I need to be outside my comfort zone in order for me to gain more experience, And at the same time, money, kasi syempre, lumalaki ng asil yun, kailangan mo ng sustentuhan. So, yun. Kaya, na-feel ko na hindi ako super nag-grow kasi I'm friends with the people around me and I always feel the need na sumabay sa pace ng lahat. Oh. Ah! Teka lang. Ano ba yan? Nakakainis naman si Alec eh.
Nagkakatuan lang tayo. De, pero ang ganda ng sinabi mo na I think that's also, now that you mention it, parang made me realize also na ang ganda tignan ng growth as if, oh, it's fun, it's exciting, it's
Yeah.
adventurous, but there's also this side na you got to let go of like a lot of your beliefs, a lot of your mindset.
Nag-unlearn, relearn ulit ako. Ng Q1 ng 2025. Imagine, parang ang hirap niya. Especially if you're already doing it for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Yun yung parang nag-hit sa akin na sabi ko, for 7 years, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, kumuha ko ng assistant last year lang.
Yeah.
Q4 last year. 'Di ba? Pero, ang tagal nang nagsasabi sa akin ng mga tao na kailangan mo ng assistant. But because I'm not growing, I didn't feel the need to. So, I chose growth this time by allowing other people to come into my life and also letting go of the things that no longer serves me.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very gold.
Yeah.
So, ayun. For context, di naman ako nagle-let go ng any talents. But it's more of like the emotional attachment.
Yes.
Yun kasi yung...
perspective.
Yeah,
diba?
the perspective.
Priorities.
Sobrang iba na talaga now.
I think I totally resonate and agree with that. Na yan yung hindi... Parang, I'm not gonna say na it's really lonely at the top.
Yeah.
Right? But the people that you are with at the top is gonna be so much different when you're at the bottom and you're starting out.
Yeah.
So parang ngayon ang nakukuha ko sa na hindi naman sa nag-let go na ako ng mga tao, hindi ko na kayo kaibigan.
Oh, part of the journey yon.
But now na I have these goals, I may spend a little bit more time with the people who also understand this goal. Kasi baka kayo hindi pa yan yung goal nyo. And that's okay.
Yeah, that's
Right?
okay.
Iba-iba tayo ng pacing, iba-iba tayo ng timeline. But for me, this is something that I truly want. And I just, choosing to focus on this. And I think yun lang talaga yung masakit na part na
Oo.
mababawasan
Oo,
na.
di ba? Shocks, di na ako pwedeng mag-inom with them, ganon.
Yeah.
And honestly, si Andy kasi, di ba 11 years, namin,
Yeah.
age gap. 11, mahal. 11 years age gap namin. Lagi yan sa akin sinasabi yon. Pandemic pa lang. Lagi yan sa akin sinasabi na, hindi po pwedeng lagi ka nakikipagsabayan with friends. And that time, sinasabi ko lagi kay Andy, bakit hindi? Like, friends ko sila.
Yeah.
Ngayon ko siya naintindihan.
Yeah.
Kasi I have a different life. Comparing to you guys, like lahat ng tao na nakapaligid sa akin, ako lang may anak eh. 'Di ba? But yun nga, parang nag-iba na din talaga, iba-iba na tayo this year.
I think it's also really healthy to really have that full acceptance na as much as we want to do like one thing together, sabay-sabay,
Oo.
parang,
I will still make time, ganon.
for the things that I could.
Yeah.
But it's also great to have friendships and, have people around you who will support you. I honestly believe na yung mga tunay mong kaibigan, hindi yung mga magtatampon, ay, ayaw mo na makipag-inuman sa amin.
Yeah.
It's more of like, ay, ayaw mo na makipag-inuman sa amin. That's okay. We can find some other things to do. Maybe in another activity, ganyan, sure, we can hang out. And it's okay. You're still my friend. Parang those friendships are really healthy because they have that full acceptance na di tayo pare-parehas.
Di tayo pare-parehas ng oras.
Hindi talaga.
Like, kailangan ko na guys matulog by 10 p.m. kasi yung anak ko may pasok bukas. Ganun talaga siya.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you so much for also sharing um, that really vulnerable side. I do believe na it's very important for people to hear
Yeah.
na whether you're starting,
Yeah.
'di ba? Na siguro yung mga kasama mo na nagsisimula din yan, pwede mo samahan. But there will come a point talaga na maybe you just feel na your pace is a little bit faster. I mean, parang sa
Mm.
running, 'di ba?
Mm,
Na parang
mm.
iba-iba yung pace mo. But then if let's say gusto mo mag-PR, gusto mong maabot yung matalo yung ano mo, kailangan medyo taasan mo yung pace mo.
Mm.
And pag
Okey lang.
tinaasan mo yung pace mo, maiiwan mo talaga yung mga
Oo.
ayaw pang hindi pa
Mm.
trip mag-PR. Parang gusto mo lang sila fun run lang naman yung tinakbo nila, pero ikaw gusto mo na mag-PR, ganyan. So,
What if PR din kasi nila yun, 'di ba?
yeah. So, but again, when you tumakbo ka naman sa ibang pace, magugulat kami mga tao naman, maintindihan ka na, "Uy, PPR ka din?
Mm.
O sige, tara dito tayo." So ngayon, ito na yung mga tao na mas maiintindihan mo na maybe kahit hindi mo friends,
Yeah.
but they just know your goals. They just know what your priorities are, and they're a better like fit to give you that kind of support as well. So thank you. This is a really, really insightful
Shit,
conversation.
buti
Sayang
na lang nag-grow na ako this year bago ako nag-guess kay Alec.
Guys, grabe mga sagutan ni Mika. But okay, siguro just to wrap this up, okay? Like, what's your final piece of advice for people who wants to grow but maybe are scared of
Hmm.
letting go of maybe who they are or their friends, their current situation?
Dito ako titingin.
Sige.
Okay, so eto yung isa sa mga lesson ko talaga. Growth is really, really, really painful. Ganon. Madaming really talaga. Kasi guys, masakit talaga siya. And, ano ba? If the people around you doesn't support you, if they don't support you, it's okay. You don't need to please them. You don't need to beg them to support you. Kasi real connections, ibibigay yun at the right time. You don't have to force anything right now.
Yeah.
Because yung growth, ganun yun eh. Imagine if pinili ko yung growth few years back, baka nagsisisi din ako ngayon kasi finorce ko na mag-grow.
Yeah.
Sumabay kay Andy.
Yeah.
Ganon. So, acceptance is the key sa journey mo ng growth.
Yeah.
Acceptance na may mawawala. Accept mo na hindi ka makakasabay. Hindi ka makakasama sa mga gala. Accept mo na you will have different priorities with others. Just accepting who you are is the actual growth na.
Yeah.
Yun na talaga yun. So when you started accepting who you are, sunod-sunod na yan. You will learn how to navigate life. You will learn na hindi ka na ma-FOMO. Yan. Yun kasi mahirap pag mga nagsa-start
Yeah.
na parang feeling mo. Yung FOMO effect talaga eh. And masakit siya. Masakit talaga guys. As in, minsan isipin mo, saan ka pa ba nagkamali? Bakit hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin ako hindi ko pa din kaya mag-grow. Pero, ayun, kailangan nyo talaga guys i-accept na people will change, people will come and go, and life will still happen for you. Ikaw lang magdidikta paano ka mabubuhay.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, and thank you again for saying yes
Thank
on
you din.
this. Enjoy ko talaga tong conversation. Parang lumawak yung perspective ko din in terms of like friendships, but also in growth. And I'm really inspired by your story. Parang I think there's so many bits and pieces pa na hindi ko na deep dive. But just the stories that you shared today, it really had an impact on me, and I'm sure that the people who are listening to this as well will be inspired of your story. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you din, Alec. Yang
So
yan ako. Gusto ko na lumubog.
so again, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you're still listening or watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, watch more videos if you want. I have more episodes coming up. But again, this is Small Talk, and I'll see you guys next episode. Bye bye.